Recording in progress.
He's being recorded. Got it.
That sounded official.
Man,
Recording in
I
progress.
got nervous because of
Recording
That would be a fun intro to
recording in progress.
to the podcast.
Yeah.
Recording in progress. Man, words are hard tonight. This is
That's gonna be perfect.
not
This is
good.
perfect.
Honestly, haven't been the same since the concussion.
We're just doing
you got a
Pictionary,
concussion?
right?
Oh yeah.
When?
I got a concussion at the Adventure Challenge Turkey Bowl.
No way. Wait, question: like bowling turkeys, or is it like a flag
No,
football?
flag football, flag
Okay,
football.
that makes me
Wait.
feel better. I was like, okay,
Wait, do people
who's throwing
bowl turkeys?
turkeys?
Is that
yeah,
a
like you know,
tradition?
well, it is confusing because the turkey bowl is the flag football game,
Right.
you know. But then we had in high school,
No,
we
no.
would bowl turkeys down the hallways towards pins for like I can't remember like DECA or something.
When you say
What high
bowl
school did you
turkeys,
go to?
It was
you mean
very
live birds.
You know, well, no, they were dead. Like it was like frozen, frozen. Yeah, I've thrown a lot of gutter
I was
balls.
like, first of all, I didn't know turkeys rolled. I
No,
was
you touch their
picturing,
legs.
Like, I was like, is this a thing? Like if you shoot an armadillo, it pops up 3 feet in the air. Like I thought maybe if you bowled a turkey.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a great reason to have the term turkey bowl. It's also very cruel and
No.
inhumane. So like
That's
frozen
Native
turkeys.
Americans
Gonna be on our
actually during
ass.
Thanksgiving. That's why turkeys
They
are
taught
such a
it
big
to
part.
us.
That you tuck the legs
It
up.
was their tradition.
Chips and dip all day. Turkey bowl. There's a couple of different. There's turkey bowling. There's turkey bowls, and then there's turkey bowl for flag football.
No, during flag football,
Dang.
I the second play of the game, I freaking was I ran an out route and the quarterback was like locked, like we made eye contact. He threw me the ball. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. It's like at least 20 yards.
hot.
I remember thinking this is gonna be at least 20 yards. And then
So confident.
I just got blindsided by this other guy going for the ball.
Yeah.
And my head just like basketballed off the ground. And I was like, that hurt like exponentially more than any other time I hit my head before. But I was like, but I'll be all right. I'll shake it off. And then I went and stood on the sidelines and I was like watching the game. And all of a sudden I couldn't remember how I got there.
That's a good feeling.
And I started saying like, where's Gabby? Where's Gabby? And people are like,
That's sweet.
huh? Oh no. I was like, how did I get here? And then I was just like, hospital.
That's the next
I
thing.
need to go to the hospital right now.
Oh my gosh. I have been more hurt in flag football than I ever was in regular football.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, but this thumb is how my thumb should look, Mitch. Can you see my thumb?
Uh-huh. Oh, I can see. That's a good
And
looking
that's
thumb.
what my thumb looks like after flag. That was what my right thumb looks
That's
like.
a disgusting looking
It's a
thumb.
disgusting thumb. I broke it trying to
I
grab a flag.
kind of see a difference.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
it's drastic.
that thumb pain.
It's a straight thumb.
Well, because
Just
like
going for a
one kind of
flag.
goes
Yeah.
back, has like a natural curve to it,
Uh-huh.
and
hate
then
it.
one is just like a pencil thumb.
Just straight eye gouger. Yeah.
That's thinking
This
about
is a
that is like
ruler.
my twitch. Like sometimes I just think about jamming my thumb and I just go.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, I do this stuff all the time. Like,
You do? Okay,
yeah,
good.
like,
I
you-
thought
you
that I
think
might
about
be a
hurting
crazy
yourself,
person. Yeah.
and then you gotta hold back.
That's a worse twitch than the one I said. But I'm glad we're being honest with each other.
I'm a little, yeah. I mean, I am my mom's child, so
Everything's a little more
turned
pizzazz
1,000.
to it.
Dude, Trey, do you want to introduce this?
Yeah,
Should we
someone
dive in?
should.
Cool.
You can hear me and good and everything in my mic, even when I turn to the side like this.
Cool.
If when I turn, you can hear me.
I can hear
Okay,
you.
great.
very
Oh
well.
yeah, so good.
I should position it so I could just see Evan better. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
How's that for an intro?
Oh, kick it in a little bit. Oh, sorry. Why don't I'll get in here tighter. Oh, I can move.
Wow,
I forgot that the
Evan,
arm can
wow.
move. Oh, I can really get in
Yeah,
there.
this thing kind of does whatever you want it to.
Oh, that's nice. This
Mine
is great.
too.
Yeah, you're great. You're great, Mitch.
Yeah, you have a great mic.
You've been set up well this entire
Oh,
time.
dude.
And we've just been trying to get our shit together.
Hashtag born for the camera. Specifically
with
the
a question
laptop camera.
with a question mark. Was it born for the camera?
Born for the camera. Okay, yeah, cool. This is it. This is the first episode of Unpaid Regulars. I am joined by my friends Evan, Mitch, and our producer Phil.
Yeah.
And we are at Phil's house. Thank you, Phil, for the hospitality. We're here with some gin and tonics, some ring lights, and a book full of jokes.
Yeah.
Some notebooks full of jokes.
Yeah. And some grocery lists in here.
Oh, and I'm Trey.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Evan.
No, but I
And
said your
I'm
name. You got
not
no.
Trey
Now you guys are
or
at twice. I'm Trey. You guys don't say your name again because we already said it once. It's like like that'd be too much nameage.
Oh, so
And
I
I'm
should just
Mitch.
be like, just okay, just stop, like listen, like
Actually, yeah, don't talk.
yeah. I'm the podcast just listener. Yeah,
Yeah,
the first
hey, Evan,
podcast
can
with
you,
an on-camera listener.
Can you shut the hell up for a second? Thanks, buddy.
Hey, what? Why did we give him a mic? You're just here to listen.
The first on-camera listen.
Yeah, we are changing things up.
Hey, Evan, I'm kind of on a roll here, so if you could zip it, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome. I'll do that. Yeah, I just apologize. You just hear it's just me just apologizing the entire time. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that.
But really quietly, I'm sorry. Hey,
Sorry, guys.
I'm so sorry.
I shouldn't have done that.
Anyway, so here we are.
Break it down.
Episode 1. The idea is that the three of us are going to work out material that we've written, stand-up jokes to be exact, and other than that, just also kind of dick around and have fun.
So I wanted to laugh at that, and I wanted to be professional, so I didn't want to laugh at it. And then I
Man, he just said dick.
dick. Wow.
Phil, will you edit out every time Evan laughs? Will you please edit
You
it?
say,
This is a professional podcast.
if you go back, when you say dick around, I'm like,
You just hear, it's like a bunch of cut off.
it got me. I can't believe I broke at that. Well, I'm going to be an easy audience. It's going to be good.
That's why you're our first on-camera listener.
On camera listen. Oh,
Sweet.
man.
Well, let's catch up. Honestly,
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen you guys in a few weeks. How was everyone's holiday?
Oh, great. I had a great holiday. I got really sick, but it was great.
Okay, actually, did all of us get COVID? Because
Yeah, I definitely did.
You did, for sure.
100%. Yes, I took 2 tests, and they were both positive.
Double check. Yeah, it's kind of it says positive, but
I know. I love the idea of you
to be
watching
sure.
the second one with like this hope that it was a false positive the first time, and that red line's like,
Honestly,
dang, man. Did it hit you bad? You feel good?
yeah, it got me bad for like a day and a half. There was a day and a half where I was like, I can't really walk, I can't really move. But
You got the not
after
walking
that, I was
kind.
like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it was just like couldn't see either side of the family because my wife and I were planning on seeing both. Because every year it's like, family, you're going to see wife's family this year, and the next year we're going to see my side.
I
And
totally
this year we
understand
had
that.
like the perfect plan that we'd planned out since March. We had this thing down to a T. And then the second day into seeing my wife's side of the family, we get COVID. And they're like,
Omicron's
get
like,
out of
uh-uh.
here. Get the hell
Damn,
out of my
this year.
house.
Get the hell out of
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
I'm sorry,
and
dude.
his wife Erin.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
bummer.
That's a really sad Christmas story.
Yeah, we need some. I've been sick I'm not kidding, I think the last 4 Christmases. And I think it's because you go so ham up until Christmas break. And then you finally relax
Yeah.
and your body's like, now.
Fever. You have a fever.
Sucks. Yeah, so
I wonder
you?
how long till they make Hallmark movies about that.
just getting really sick.
COVID
Sick
Christmas.
for homesick. It's called homesick. Homesick Christmas.
Dude, that is something I did
And it's
a
just about
lot
being
with my
sick.
wife.
Yeah.
We
Hallmark
watched
movies?
a lot of Hallmark movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the first time I've ever had cable as an adult on my own.
Good for
and
you.
we have the Hallmark channel.
Congratulations,
I know.
Wow.
Things
big
going
steps.
well.
Because moving to Atlanta, they forced me into it. They were like, you can get internet for $40 on 1 megabyte or unlimited internet, and you pay for cable, and it's $150.
Well, that
We're
is
like-
a pretty big difference,
That's
though.
a jump.
Yeah.
40, 150. Yeah, 150. Put me
It
down.
was, well, we had to, because if you do the 40, they're like, the second you go over your amount, you pay extra. And so we were like,
Oh.
no, we both work from home.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way.
Right.
But we get the Hallmark channel. Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
And-
Worth all the money.
I will say one thing: they're working on their diversity. There was like a whole movie
Yeah.
with like they've got a lot more people of color, whether it's black people or Asian people, and it's like, you know what? Good for you guys. You're getting there.
I mean, it is still the whitest thing you'll ever watch.
Oh,
Still white entertainment.
But
There's just
It's
less
very
white
clearly
guilt.
written by white people.
we haven't quite got that far yet. We're getting there.
The lead's name is like Devondre Washington.
I was gonna say like they wrote it for a guy named Jonathan, and they just crossed out Jonathan and wrote like Jamal.
Yeah, just
This will
I do like the J name. If we can stick with the J name, that would be great.
Jamondre and Damanda.
I will say we watched a Hallmark movie that took place in Montana, and there was more black people in this episode. I was like, okay, guys, I grew up in Montana, and I have never been to this town ever. Not once have I seen this town. But hey, it was great. Montana could use a little bit of that, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A little.
A little, not a ton.
Yeah, you don't want too much.
You know. All right, Phil, you're cutting that out. That's great.
Cut it
Make
out.
that the opener. Let's let people know up front what's going on.
What I'm about. Cool.
So you guys were sick. I wasn't sick. Not to brag. Not to flex.
damn
I stayed healthy the entire time. It was
Wow.
wonderful. Spent time with my
Wow.
entire family.
I wonder what that was like.
Go on. What else?
Yeah, I could taste my food.
You bitch.
I could smell the Christmas tree. Yeah, it was chill. We just hung out at my brother's house for like 48 hours straight.
That's the best.
And this is your daughter's second Christmas, right?
Second Christmas. Yeah.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
the first one where she could open presents.
Ooh.
So it was kind of cool. Yeah.
Did you go all out?
Me too.
Did you go all out for?
Actually, surprisingly, no. Like, we bought a bunch of stuff, but like, I wanted to get her like a whole. What up? The judgment right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I would have gone all out.
Did I go all out for
I would've-
definitely not.
I wanted to get her like this huge like kitchen thing and like one of those remote controlled
Right.
Jeeps where she like drives around, but actually
Yeah.
I'm steering from my phone because I have those now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Next Christmas.
That's
absolutely,
like
what's happening.
ultimate parental control.
Yeah. It's a little bit,
Well,
a little bit helicopter parenting.
Well, don't turn right there. No. That's pretty awesome. That's great.
Yeah, but no, the grandparents, they balled out.
That's good.
My
See,
parents got her a
yes.
unicorn bigger than this house.
That is epic. Yep.
Oh, they're the ones who got the unicorn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
It's a very fancy
Dude.
toy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks.
awesome.
So, yeah. It was great. It was great.
Cool.
Good Christmas. So, anyways,
Yeah.
what do you guys want to talk about?
Some jokes. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Real quick before we start, I have a goal this year: do 150 open mics, and I'm like, I can do it. I did the first mic of the year on Tuesday night, and it was at this like restaurant. It was like underground, and it was like majority of the audience. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Majority of the audience was black people, and I performed to a mainly black group of people. Like, this is only the second time because I did it once before, killed it, and they loved me. And I loved it. And I was like, man, I can't wait to do this more often. I love this environment.
I love black people. They love me.
Honey, you're not going to believe it. Came home just jacked.
Honey,
Guess what I'm pretty sure I can say now.
dude,
I'm going to test it out tomorrow.
I went to this mic. I was the last person there. By this time, like 10 people had already left. And
Oh, man.
I come up with a lot of energy. I'm like, hey, what's going on? One guy gets up and leaves. I haven't even, all I've said is, hey. And he's like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. No, not for me.
Dude, I kid you not, like that night, I've never bombed this hard. Like, I bombed so hard that I was lying in bed thinking about how I could become a drama teacher. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, I do English classes, and then
I did do improv for a while. I guess
You did 2
I
years
mean,
of
teachers,
Spanish.
teaching is great.
hey, I'm just helping the next generation. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, Mitch, I'm a teacher these days. That's actually true, which is so. I have those same thoughts every night. I'm like,
Evan's like,
is
what's so
this-
funny about that?
Is this what I am now? There is being a teacher is kind of like, did I give up a little bit? It's not bad. It's great. I love kids.
You guys are way better people than I am for teacher being your backup plan for comedy.
well,
It's not 'cause I'm
I
a
get
better
real
person.
selfish real quick.
It's because I'm a
I will
less
never
person.
I'm
do
like, okay,
that.
underwater welder. What can I do to
gosh.
still need to prove the haters wrong?
Goodness gracious. Hey, but Mitch, that's awesome, dude. 150 mics. How many have you done? One? You got one down?
I did one, and I was like, maybe not 150. Maybe. No, I'm still gonna do 150.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, because if I do like 4 a week or so, it balances out
Right.
to be about
That's like
around
200.
that area.
My goal is to do at least 4 this year.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
like, I just a
Hashtag
couple.
Reading problem.
Man, it's been I have no excuse. I think, well, yeah, we get some comedy going in Reading. If we do some of that, I think that could help out a ton. But
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think that is your excuse.
yeah,
It's
Is
pretty
Reading.
I
good.
have an excuse. Reading, gosh, I love that.
Geography.
Cool. Well, Mitch, who wants to start us off? You have jokes. We can break down material.
Well,
I don't even know if
feel
we have
like-
a
I feel like
format for this
Trey,
yet. Yeah.
Because Trey is the guy of the podcast.
I'm not the guy of the
Oh no, you
podcast.
are the guy.
Hold on. Yeah,
100%.
you're definitely Batman.
Yeah.
Evan, I feel like you're Robin.
you got-
and
Oh,
I
really?
am and I'm what's his face? The
Wait,
butler.
what do you say you were?
Robin, and it's because I'm drinking from a straw, isn't it?
I told
It's
you,
the
bro.
straw.
And the fact that you're not wearing pants, you're just wearing tighty whities
just
right now.
really tight. Yeah. Like,
Tighty whities and some long socks.
So we're definitely not going to call this podcast Mitch and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
Mitchell Mack and the
I
Funky
mean,
Bunch.
I thought about it. I advocated for it a lot, but
Hey,
we
I was
had
right there
some
too.
Test groups
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Well, I don't like the
Us.
Batman thing either. That's I don't think that's going to work out.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say, Evan, you're the Batmobile. And I don't know why.
Trey, you're Batman.
Evan, you're the Bat. And I don't know what that is
Batmobile.
implying about my inner thoughts about you.
Trey
Yeah.
is inside of you all the time.
Get in me. What?
It's just
If
gonna
Trey
ride
needs a
you
good
to
ride, he knows where to go.
Find some crime to fight.
Just leaves me in the garage cold until he's ready to rev me up. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I
All
liked
right.
it, though.
So, cool.
It's a good situation for me, not so much for you.
Alfred. Alfred is his name. I'm Alfred.
I went to Batmobile before Alfred. Yeah.
And I'm his closet.
Not even a
Batman's
famous
closet.
It's where he gets his clothes. Oh my gosh,
Wait,
so
you think
dumb.
he keeps his Batman suit in a closet?
Oh yeah, I mean maybe.
He's like looking through like the hangers.
No, not that one. No.
Damn it. Crime is rampant right now.
Oh, not that one. No. All right. Well, Trey, man of the podcast. Kick us
All
off.
right, Batman. All right, Batman.
I,
Batarang us out of here.
Good God.
okay, well, yeah, I'll start us off, I guess. Let me put this mic in a comfortable place. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. For reading your jokes on the podcast being my idea, I am probably the least prepared. Like, I have like hundreds of joke ideas in this folder, but I didn't actually set aside the ones that I want to talk about tonight. So let's just do this little roulette.
Yeah, or do a little roulette.
Do a roulette.
Yeah, honestly,
Whatever my finger stops.
for the first episode, just kind of randomly chatting through stuff, I think could be pretty cool. Like,
Oh, yeah.
just bullet points. I'm down for it. Unless Mitch, you're
yeah.
like, yeah, you got like a whole written. Yeah, bullet points are great.
It's like a verbatim script. He just does a 10-minute set on the show.
Oh, Mitch was
Still
super
bombs.
ready.
Bombs a second time in a row.
The second I start, Trey gets up and leaves.
Oh, man.
I don't
All
like
right.
his energy.
Good Lord. All right.
The half black side of me
Roulette
would
jokes,
just
Trey.
reject you immediately.
All you.
All right, let's find something.
You just ask Jeeves.
Okay. All right. So I want to work on my like material about being half black, and so I have a solid like 5 minutes, like my dating a black guy starter kit joke, which you guys have heard at nauseum, and then I have one about I have the one about being one of the only black people in Reading. And like how painful that is because I feel like I said all the bad stereotypes for what Reading people think about black people. So, but like those two jokes I feel really solid about. It's a good 5 minutes. I'd love to round it out. It's like a 10 or 15 minute set. Just like, it's just a funny thing to talk about. Okay. So don't judge me. Here's just the bullet point. We all agree blackface is bad. If you're white, you shouldn't paint your face to look black. But what about blacker face? For people like me.
I like that.
It's like I just need a little more street cred, you know? Like I just one day feel like I just wanna do it up.
You're traveling. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be, yeah.
Just really want to exhibit some of that pride. So there's that. I think that could be something.
Yeah, I like that.
And then there's another one about talking about, okay, so I also have this story about the first time I said the N-word at the YMCA.
Yeah. The best place to do it, of
Yeah.
course.
And so like I think like a good segue into that joke, like before I just start talking about that story, is saying like things people assume about me because I'm half black, like that I'm allowed to say the N-word.
Right.
And then talking about like basically I have like the basic cable of being black. Like I don't have premium, like I don't get all the good stuff black people get.
That's good, yeah.
So yeah, those are kind of the two that I thought could I could add on to that set. So I don't know. Thoughts, opinions?
Yeah, I like the premium access. I think you could have a lot of fun with there's tiers. All those stuff always have tiers. Like there is like the basic, then there's the pro, and then there's like the extra, like pay a year in advance type thing. All bundle stuff. I think if you could like come up with like hit him with the pro version and then hit him with like the extreme premium version and what that entails. I think there's a lot of places to play. And it's kind of funny. Like you asking us, I'm like, yeah, my ideas for this.
That's true. I kind of just came out with my heaviest. Yeah. So I want to talk about race.
I like to start off.
What do you guys think?
I'm white,
two white
but
guys.
here's my idea for your black joke. Could write some Hallmark movies.
So funny.
I am a white male wearing a yellow hat.
And
here's what I think about your black jokes.
My blackface joke for you that I have. No, dude, I think we can pour into the idea of building on premium, thinking of like listing off some ideas would be super fun. Mitch, you got any ideas on that?
Yeah, I was just thinking like I was thinking like there could be like a really good act out there, like you're on the phone, and you're talking about like so I can't say that? Okay.
So does that come with? Oh no, definitely not.
Exactly. Yeah. So when it comes to basketball, people will assume okay, good. Oh, average. Okay.
Yeah, like a support. If you had like a support, like calling support to get the information.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like
that could be
the Black people hotline.
Yes.
Like how black am I?
Yes.
It's like you're curious as to whether or not you want to get the second package, and they're like letting you know what's in it.
Listen, with your credit, I don't know if you're available. If you can get this package here with your street cred.
Bad credit that helps me actually.
You think like, how many black friends do I have?
Yeah.
Wow, good question.
Well, I live in Reading. I don't know if you know about Reading, but
we know about Reading.
Does my dad count?
That's great. Yeah,
he said I could say it. I like that. That's great.
Thinking about that, can your kids say it? Is the real question.
No, my kids will never know the joy of
never be able to say it.
Yeah,
you can say how your privileges go away with generations.
Yeah. My kids are getting gentrified. My whole lineage.
There you go. Yeah.
White people
100%.
moving into my family and taking over.
That's great.
Which is fine.
Hey.
By the way.
Which I love with all my heart. Don't get me wrong.
Oh man, that's good.
What does that premium package come with?
Yeah, let's think about that.
That's where Evan and I have to bow out.
So you say that, I'm like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, what Mitch said. What Mitch said. Yeah, what he said.
I was actually just writing it down. I wasn't asking.
Oh, good.
But
I'm not looking for
God we didn't.
I'm not trying to trap you guys into getting canceled our first
What
podcast
comes in the
episode.
premium package? I'm like, yeah, I got like 5 things on the top of my noggin.
I've been thinking about this for a
instantly
long
canceled.
time.
Instantly off the air. We haven't even published yet.
It was great. Oh man,
I love it. Cool. All right.
NBC busts down the door. You're canceled. They don't even work for you.
Dateline, but for canceling people.
Exactly.
You're like, sit him in. They bring him on in. Sit him down. Yeah. Well. Hey, who are? That's a good idea.
Do you think the R word's still funny? Yeah, I say it all the time.
It's hilarious.
Hi.
Good, bring him in.
Yeah. Bring him. What's his name?
Chris.
Dan?
Chris something.
Chris. I'm Chris from NBC.
I've definitely gone down that YouTube trail.
You
And
just admitted on camera you've been saying the R word.
You're
going to jail.
Not like that, though.
No, you don't understand.
You made that R word? Oh, no.
Context is everything.
I wasn't saying that one.
God. Oh my gosh! All right, let's see if I can. Let's
great.
finish my time here with something more universal. The vaccine. Okay, no, but I genuinely like this. Might be the joke. Actually, I'm not going to say how excited I am about it. I'm neutral excited because I don't want to hype it up.
It's a good place to be when it comes to the vaccine. I don't like that. Yeah.
No, my goal for this joke is that it's right down the middle. Everyone has a good time with it. I'm not trying to start a movement or anything.
No, your goal is world peace. That's what the goal is.
Who was that comedian that we saw in Dallas that just had?
Hugh.
He came with his name was Hugh.
No, I was saying you. I know you're talking about the guy who's talking about Bill Gates.
Hugh.
Oh, Hugh. Yeah, that guy.
I was like, oh,
you go
know
with
him?
it. Yeah,
he's
Hugh.
a friend. I'm sorry, I won't talk about him. You're like, oh, Hugh. Yeah, he does
Hugh?
that.
My buddy.
No, this was
First name.
This was like 6 months ago in Dallas, and this guy, I guess, just knew his audience. He came thick with the anti-vax, like anti COVID, like
Yeah.
whole set. It was like 20 minutes of a set.
Dang.
People were
Yeah.
hooting and hollering. It got uncomfortable.
I mean, it's fat. Yeah. A lot of people were loving it.
Thank you.
He was in his
Okay.
element.
Oh man, but okay, this is just a one-liner. We can move on, but the idea of Hitler approving the swastika logo,
No.
like the idea of him like
I bow out.
I'm all for it.
Mitchell
I
Mack
like the
bowing
idea.
out.
I like the idea of Hitler of like
yeah, sends us this one.
Well,
this one's very good.
like just kind of a slideshow, like an old school timey slideshow with projected. Next, please. No, that's the shape
Kinda
is
looks
too.
looks like a spider.
Do you have anything symmetrical? A little more. Just.
Okay, it's just a concept.
I like it. I do like it.
Okay. So the vaccine idea is basically the idea that, like, you know, hey, and the actual like the segue into it would be the joke of like, let's talk about something lighthearted, you know, something we can all agree on, like the vaccine, you know,
Right.
and then get a small laugh there, and then be like, no, I'm not pro or against the vaccine. I think if you want it, you should get it. Whatever. I think that they could have done a better job like rolling it out. Like they could have done a better job with their PR campaign on announcing it, because with how they announced it, like they could have made a really great thing unattractive.
Yeah.
Like they could be like, hey
Straight up.
guys, for the next year, Jennifer Aniston will kiss anyone on the lips.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then, you know,
sign
when
me
they
up.
come in, they're like, well, have you kissed Jennifer Aniston on the lips yet? Like, no, I'm going to probably. Like, well, you really should. Like, no, I probably will. And then all of a sudden the commercials are like, we've all kissed Jennifer Aniston on the lips, and you should too, to protect our families.
I like that. That's a good angle.
Like, okay, yeah, no, I want to. And then like incorporating some like, yeah, you can't come to school unless you kiss Jennifer Aniston on the lips. And then kind of like the tag being like, I'm gonna have to start looking for other lips, you know, like losing interest in the idea of it over time, just like getting talked out of it by like how hard in the paint they go.
No, dude, she's got mouth herpes. Yeah. You don't want Jennifer Aniston lips, dude. Trust me, I know it. I think that's a good, yeah. I think it'd be fun to hit that with like bring in Jennifer Aniston's lips and then some other really enticing things. Like just kind of keep hitting them with samples of what are really enticing things that could be really good, that because of how it was relayed, just it's like, I don't want to do that. That sounds
No,
terrible.
I'm not so sure. Why are you being weird about this, Jennifer?
I like
Freak,
that.
poor
I like
Jen.
that line. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's
It's like you could even bring up like if you are gonna bring up Jennifer Aniston, you'd be like, well, you know, I would have taken Jennifer Aniston like 20 years ago, like young Jennifer Aniston. Like, well, I'm not all anti Jennifer Aniston. I'm just now.
this new
Just
Jennifer.
it's just this current
Okay.
Jennifer Aniston.
So here's something you could do. You could get into the extremes of both sides.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a conspiracy theory Jennifer Aniston joke,
yeah.
and then do a I don't know, just like a how incredible Jennifer, you know, type of deal is.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
both sides of it.
Yeah.
I think
Because yeah, if you are striking like the median, then yeah, I think you need to
Yeah.
hit both sides to, you know.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea. I love the idea of going like with the QAnon, like what would QAnon people say about
Yes.
kissing Jennifer Aniston if it was suddenly up for grabs? Okay, here. All right,
Free at Walgreens.
when I originally thought of the joke, this is way more crass, but it was that you could lick her asshole. but
yeah, some people are gonna be really into it. Some people are gonna be really not into
I know,
it.
but that's just how the joke came to me.
Yeah, like-
I don't even. That's not even something I'm into. Like I don't even.
That's how it was gifted to you.
That's how the gods dropped the joke.
Even if you bring that up at the end of that thing, like the first thing I thought about when telling this joke was looking, and then being like, if you tell the joke of like I was sleeping in bed, and I'm like, wife, like, you're just waking up, like, Jennifer Aniston's asshole. Like,
She's
even
like, why is Jennifer Aniston's asshole written in your journal?
I was looking through. Your
I was inspired, babe.
Leave me alone.
That's it. We're not watching Friends past
I'm
11
an
p.m.
artist.
And then maybe like, yeah, that's actually way more polarizing than the vaccine.
I
And
like
then,
that.
and then do some crowd work. Lead with, do you lick
So-
assholes?
Are you into that? Or?
Wow, Phil, thank you
Oh
so much.
my
Yeah, Phil's the
goodness.
man. So I feel bad, Mitch, because
That
you
reminds
Do
me-
you have a drink?
No, I don't know. I don't have a drink. That reminds me of a bit I've been thinking about.
All right, well, that's a natural transition to
Your turn.
To your turn.
Okay, so
Super subtle.
so
Oh, that reminds me.
like I
It's
said,
my turn. Trey's
I
having too much
am-
time.
I am my mother's child.
That reminds me, I haven't spoken in a while.
Here I go.
Let me just shove my foot in this door real quick.
Oh, Mitch, I love it.
Okay,
No, that's great.
No,
Yeah, it's great.
honestly, we can go back to
No, I'm done.
This is
I'm
like not even like a fully formed thought. But it's this idea of like, okay, you know how people are into buttholes right now, right? People like that's the thing.
I swear to God, if you steal my butthole joke, Mitch.
Is this in LA?
But then, so it was like a year ago or so, everyone was like buttholes, right? And then more recently, everyone's been like feet. And I feel like it was like God pressed like a reset button. You know, he was like, you guys are getting so freaking nasty out here. You know, because like feet, the thing with the attraction with feet, it's just like staring at them. You know, it's not doing anything with them. It's just the idea of like, oh man, toes. You know, and so I feel like it was like a reset that God was like, you guys are disgusting. Y'all into feet now. You know,
That is good. Kind of, and then like working back up because you know you could bring in like history with that, like because back in the day, revealing an ankle was like, ooh, you know.
Yes.
So you could start like, yeah, I like the idea of resetting and be like, we slowly work our way back up, and then God's like, nope, okay, we've gone too far, and then like presses the reset button. Yeah. Like it's not the first time we've reached the butthole. Like actually, we've reached the butthole a couple times before.
Trust me. You ever heard of Greece? They had a lot of buttholes back then.
Yeah. Atlantis, yeah, butthole, yeah, big time butthole fans.
Yeah, you could tie that into that being a sign of the end.
Okay.
Like you know your civilization is about to end when you're on defeat.
Oh crap! I think shoot. That's a good topic, Mitch. Like finding other things that God resets, like other signs and other things in life that God or signs that God has reset that. Like what are? I think that'd be a cool topic to just like because.
Yeah, just God's wrath and judgment. I think that'd be super fun.
Yeah,
should work that in.
Specifically, Jesus Christ, God.
Jesus Christ.
No
Lord's
other.
Yeah, that's fun.
Culture.
I don't know why I cleared my throat right into the microphone. I'm so new. I went out of my way.
Yeah, just bleeding out.
Okay, so that was okay. So I'm glad that you said you brought up Jennifer Aniston's butthole.
I am too, man. I needed to get that
licking
off
her
my
butthole.
chest.
So another thing I've been doing at some mics that I didn't do at the one I totally bombed at. I've been talking about
there's your problem.
because I've been talking about my thinning hair for like 3 years now because I have hair, but I have a bald spot. And it's become more and more noticeable now. And so what I do is I'm on stage and I'm like, you know, I look like a regular 20-something from the front and a midlife crisis from the back. And I turn around and I show him my bald spot. And I do a few jokes about that. But then this is the part where I need like a little bit of help on. Okay. And so I'm just going to try and do it like you guys are an audience. All right. So
do it like
so cheer a lot for me. Trey, get up, leave. You don't like my energy. So, you know, I've been losing my hair for a while, and for the past years, I've been on and off thinking about shaving it completely and just getting rid of it totally. But I'm afraid that I will look like a white supremacist because if you see a young, bald white man, more than likely he's not a huge fan of LeBron James, you know, or anyone in the NBA for that reason. And so I was with my hairdresser back in LA, super honest black lady. And I brought this up. I was like, I want to shave my hair. I don't want to look like a white supremacist. What do you think? And she looks at me and she says, I've seen how you dress. You're good. and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Thanks. And she was like, yeah. You look like one of the Wiggles.
That's pretty good. That's great.
You went in trying to be sensitive to race, and she was just full-blown racist to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because like the thing about I've seen how you dress. That was real.
Yeah, that's so funny.
You legit said that because I brought this up. I was concerned. But yeah, and I said the Wiggles thing the other night to Aaron. I was like, what if I opened up with this joke? My name is Mitchell Mack and I look like one of the Wiggles. And she liked that. And so I kind of like combined them together. But I don't know. Yeah. Is there I don't know. Is there anything else there? Is that actually the first perfect joke written of all time?
I look like
besides the four that I brought up earlier, right?
You're right. For sure.
I think. Go. Do you first?
Oh yeah. Thank you, Trey.
Yeah. No. I'm Batman.
I'm just a dumb Batmobile.
I'm
Go
just
ahead, my
I'm
car.
just
Stupid
spinning around in
closet.
circles slowly. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When you said I mentioned I look like the Wiggles, I don't know. There's something that hits me pretty hard, pretty fast. I think because when you bring a really intense energy right on stage right away, and I think it breaks the ice pretty quick. And Wiggles is such a freaking funny word. Like I don't care who you
Wiggles.
are, it just sounds funny.
Like one of the Wiggles.
I'm Mitch, and I look like not just one of them, plural Wiggles. I think it hits pretty well.
the Wiggles.
I could be any wiggle.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
the one I open with right now is my name is Mitchell Mack, and I look like my favorite hobby is being a Mormon. And
I do like that one.
normally
like
that one
that.
hits, and so I was like, is there a way I can fit both? But wait, Trey, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like the idea of at least trying it as an opening and then walking it back how you came to that conclusion. So if you're like, "Hi, I'm Mitchell Mack, and I look like a wiggle," get a laugh. I know this because my black hairdresser told me.
Oh my
this.
god, that's okay. That's a great because something that we've all been doing stand up for a few years. I've been doing stand up for like 3 or 4 years, and something I've never been good at is tying a joke back in.
Right. Mhm.
And so that could be the perfect way to like I start a set with a wiggle, and then I could end the set with that joke.
Yeah.
And she could say, "No, you look like one of the Wiggles."
Yeah,
you know.
cool.
And then I'm like, "My name's okay."
Yeah.
Totally, because then you have a little bit of space before going straight from the Wiggles to like right back to the Wiggles joke. If you bring in like the balding jokes, all the stuff that you want to do in the set, and then bring it back to your appearance, talk about it, then bring the skin in, and then she said, "No, you look like the Wiggles." So that could be fun. I'd be curious to see how that ending works because that could be a good walk off like line.
Yeah, I definitely.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Good night.
Thank you. All right.
dude. That okay. Yeah, that
Did
sounds.
we just
that
write
sounds
the end
good.
of your
I will-
first special together?
Yeah, Mitchell Mack, the Beige Bulge, and
Dude,
love
that is a great.
Gosh, that would be a
Title.
good title. Yeah.
yeah,
You've heard of Beige Bulge.
I'm sticking
I
with
laughed
it.
so hard at that joke. Yeah, that's an incredible joke.
But yeah, I think that's the main one I want to talk about, and I'm glad we're doing this because like that eating butthole joke
I almost had snot on my nose.
Someone had
out
to take the cap off that topic.
came out of thin
Happy to
air,
do
you know. It's awful is my mom is gonna be watching this.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna be listening to this.
100%.
Like,
Oh, that's true. Oh, I wish you
yeah.
would have told me that.
I wish there was a way to put like your content like close friends.
Yeah.
Like one time, I'm gonna have to figure out how to hide this from my grandma. I'm not kidding. I made a joke about God inventing coffee. Like I made a joke about God inventing coffee. And I got a call from my grandma, and she's like, "So, Evan, do you think it's okay to make fun of God?" And I was like, "Oh no!" Had a great talk with her. It was really, it's down, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to certain people not to watch
okay,
this.
hey Phil,
rating
we should have
system.
2 edits of this show. We should have the regular
The
edit,
family
and
edit.
then
Rated
the
F for family.
parents only, where we're like, so the joke I wanted to bring up today was how loving and caring my mother is.
Oh,
Just like last week, you might notice.
yeah, it's actually a Bible study in one version. Yeah, so we're gonna be diving into. Yeah, Grandma, check this link. You're gonna love it. We're talking about some really good topics.
And it's the same podcast every week to them. It's just like
Yeah.
on a loop.
Yeah.
They get the same episode.
You know what's hilarious? Ephesians.
And we make that our Patreon podcast because then they'll pay to listen and get the exclusive content. And it's really just this whole other podcast.
Yeah,
That's
that's great.
so kosher.
Love that. Cool.
Yeah, well, now I've got this. Now I have this in the back of my mind that moms everywhere are going to be.
Just gobbling this
Yeah.
up.
Actually, I'm checking the numbers. They're our main demographic right now.
It's moms and
Damn it.
wives.
Yeah.
It's just
Not a single man.
maybe like one other brother.
Did not see that coming. All right. Cool.
That reminds me, it's Evan's
Is
turn.
it my turn? I didn't want to
That's
do it.
how we transition.
Oh, that reminds me. I got another good one.
No, seriously, go for it.
I'm kidding.
If you have jokes.
It's Evan's turn.
So
It's Evan's
today
turn.
I did a bullet list of jokes that we can just kind of break down. One I've been wanting to work on is called depressed Google searches. And this was like mostly within the last year of just like kind of like, well, there was a time when I went to my Google to search something. I was looking at the history. I was like, oh no, like, I probably need some therapy. Like it was like, I'm not kidding you. It was how to play solitaire, games like solitaire. Like it was a bunch of things. Then I went to like Club Penguin still exist? Club
How do
Penguin,
I get there?
yeah. Club Penguin forgotten username. And then thinking the crazy thing is I did it, dude. I got back on Club Penguin.
No, I played Club Penguin with you till like 5 a.m.
Yeah, dude. I forget. So we got Trey back on. Club Penguin was wild during the election, dude. During the election last year, Club Penguin was. We literally had one side of the screen was liberal penguins. One side of the screen was red hat wearing Republican penguins, and I was like, "This is crazy."
Oh my god.
Anyway, so there is an idea because I was seriously going through a time. I was like, I know I'm depressed. Like I want to have a joke where it's like, I know I'm depressed when I start Googling what it takes to be a Marine, and like thinking about joining the Army, and then but also like the trail that it takes is like, well, maybe not a Marine. Like after you watch the video, it's like, okay,
Easiest
well, like
military job.
office military job. No, but like
Air Force signing bonus.
I was looking at, I was like, what does it take to be an astronaut? And I was like, okay, well, you got to be in the Air Force. I'm like, what does it take to be in the Air Force? I'm like, I'm past the age limit. So there is something there of like,
Wait, are you really?
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
sad.
I think it's like 22, and I'm like,
Really?
not that I'm gonna go do it, but
Yeah.
it's like just nice to have the option. But the idea is like just like these dreams of like, it's like, man, I probably need therapy just based off of like Google search history, and it's not like gross. I don't want to make it gross. I just wanted to make it like, oh, that's sad. He needs, when you Google games like
Yes.
solitaire, I think like when you get really good at solitaire, like, I need more of this.
What are other things I can do alone?
It could be kind of fun to play off of that and tie it into.
Yeah.
This is a stupid one because it was actually me being dumb. I was on a dating profile and I saw this girl say, says had high EQ, and I was like, you, sorry, this is so stupid. I was like, you moron, it's IQ. And then
It seems like you have a low
the
EQ.
the joke would be like, yeah, it's like that you realize you don't have either. So it's like you moron, it's IQ, and then when we realize that EQ stands for emotional intelligence, that I realized in that moment that I don't have either IQ or EQ. So let's see. Oh yeah, so this is, I think you even mentioned this, and like when you were talking about just, I want to do a set, like if I'm going to build a set, I kind of want to do one that's kind of purely focused on elementary school and growing up and being a kid, because there's just, I think everybody has little childhood stories, but there are just things burned in my brain that I won't forget, like just like memories or things that I did. One of them was, and I think you guys even mentioned that, I feel like you, Trey, said that you had something similar to this, where whenever a kid broke his arm, and this is very true, and they came with a cast or broken leg, I was like envious of them, like because they got so much attention. And like I had daydreams of like me rolling in a wheelchair and like Danny being like, oh, Evan, what's, and I'm like, you know, it's just being like, I had daydreams like going to bed, like in my bed, like just like daydreams of me in a wheelchair sat at recess just for some attention. And so I think there's some fun stuff there. I have a bit called Dakota Fanning. And it would be purely about like I always, like if there wasn't any babes in my grade, I always had a daydream that we would get a new girl, and that new girl was Dakota Fanning. Oh, and it was like, ever since I watched Charlotte's Web, I was like, I want, like, I need Dakota Fanning. Really creepy in hindsight. Yeah. Like, it's like, I was like, one of the jokes, like, I don't know if I can say that now, but.
No, I think you make that part of the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have to remember, I was also a tiny Dakota
like
Fanning.
Going back in my shoes, which were light ups. Like, yeah, something about being a kid. This is one line that I have no idea how to tie it into anything, but it's kind of this is a story of when I went to a parent-teacher conference night, and this girl, we were walking up the stairs, and this girl dusted down, a girl in my grade, she just wiped out down the stairs, and her mom was right there. And then her mom said something I will never forget, and I don't know why, but it's burned in my memory forever to this day. She just looked, and she was like, this is exactly how she said it. She said, it's so dumb. You guys are making, this is stupid. She looked and then she's like, oh, they must have waxed the floors. She goes, oh, dude, it burned in my brain. She goes, oh, they must have waxed the floors. I can't get it out, dude. She goes, I can smell it. She goes, oh, they must have waxed the floors. I can smell it. And I was like in third grade, and I have never forgotten that. Just because her daughter just ate shit. And the first thing she says is, oh, they must have waxed the floors. I can smell it. And the way she said it, dude. So I want to bring that line, like, oh, they did that because I can smell it. Like, it was very Kristen Wiig, but that's how she talked. Like, it was like, that's how she spoke. and it burned in my brain. And I've never figured out actually how to tell that in joke form. Okay, last bullet
Dude,
points.
well, hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
Park
Yeah,
right there
I'm
for a
going
second.
too fast. Yeah.
Let's
What do you got?
dive in.
Yeah.
Actually, now what I have to contribute is very disappointing for the amount of attention I brought back to it. But no, I think you should talk about that, like how you like some things that happen in your childhood stick with you forever, like random stuff. Like I remember, and then you say that, and then you do your impression of her, which is just funny, and then you could go into why is that the first thing she said when her daughter. Or you could talk about for the next 10 years you were afraid of wax.
Yeah. I'm always looking for the smell.
You're like, are these floors waxed? You're like sniffing floorboards.
Yeah. Every hallway you walk into, you do a smell check.
Yeah. It's like the habit. You could talk about habits that you have that you like.
Where?
Yeah. We're good.
And then that, honestly, that line, I can smell it, would be a funny tag onto
I can smell it.
the end of your set or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
I don't know what that would be.
Oh, I like
Maybe, preferably, one of those butthole jokes.
one of those Jennifer Aniston butthole jokes. Oh, Jennifer Aniston's been here. I can smell it. That's great. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, the other elementary school. This can be the last bit, but I've always, when I was a little kid, I always beat myself up so bad for not being able to do a backflip on the ground.
So relatable.
And the amount of times I put a pillow out and then pussied out.
Like you put a pillow out?
I would put a pillow out to like do a backflip onto
standing
like a
backflip.
standing on the ground backflip, not a trampoline. And I would hype myself up and I would jump and do high knee tucks and then just get like so mad at myself when I couldn't do it. I'd be like, and then at Reese, because the reason that made me mad is because there was a kid named Connor, and Connor could do back handsprings. And there was a moment where he was doing like 6 back handsprings in a row, and all the good-looking girls were doing cartwheels next to him. And I remember like 4 guys just standing him, watching him do back handsprings. Like, and every guy was so jealous that we couldn't do back handsprings. So that's kind of what maybe I'll bring like more written and developed jokes over
I love the bullet
over the
points.
course, but like
That's
elementary
that's
school
like borderline
stuff.
this is gonna sound gross, but that's like borderline sexual.
No, it is. Yeah.
Back handsprings with people doing cartwheels right next to you.
That is the sexual.
I'll never.
dance.
I mean,
burn in my brain.
For
Sixth grade.
what? Yeah, for 6th grade.
No, dude, no. This was probably like third grade.
No, that's a mating
for
ritual.
third grade?
That's
third
a
grade.
ritual.
Yeah.
They were definitely.
And they had like choreographed it, and I was so jealous because hindsight, I'm going back to me pussying out at a pillow,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if I could just commit, but I end up doing like the side, Anyway, like the
How
side.
big was the pillow? Maybe it was the pillow wasn't big enough.
It was a big pillow. It was a big pillow, but
like it would have caught you. It would have.
I mean-
it would have been fine.
if I would have landed on my neck, no, I'm done. Dude,
I love that as kids, pillows are like the saving grace. Like,
Yeah.
put a pillow under it.
I'm like, I got it.
Be on top of a 10-foot ladder with
We're
one
good.
pillow underneath. I thought umbrellas actually could
hold
help
on.
you float.
Pillow.
I was obsessed with jumping. This is so stupid. This is the most homeschooled activity I ever did. Probably. We had this well house, and
What's
it was
a
like
well house?
A well house?
Like, it holds a well?
Yeah, it's like where you keep your well.
Trey, when did you grow up? In like the 1850s.
I'll never forget when we
guys don't know what a
gallivanting and
well
jump off
house
the
is?
well house.
It's
When father would come
Hey,
back.
Mom, why you putting the spare goat milk? Well, in the warehouse. In the well house, sweetie.
in the warehouse.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm sorry. What's a well house?
I lived out in
Yeah.
the country, and
Right.
you dug your well for water.
Of course.
Okay, and then you built a house around the pump.
Wasn't that just called a house?
No, it's a well. No, not your home.
I feel like you could have just done it into your house. Oh no, we need a separate home for water.
You don't want your well
Okay.
directly below your house. That's a recipe for disaster.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
I don't, that's made up. But
I like
the true thing is that we had a well house. All right, it doesn't matter. All right, it's a dog house. How about that? It was a dog
Okay,
house.
fine. The shed.
It's the last time I'm vulnerable with you guys.
City folk.
So it was a structure and an unnamed structure.
It was a 21st century modern structure. Doesn't matter what it was. Definitely not a well house.
It was my daddy's Land Rover, and no, it was So this well house, and me and Bryant, my brother, would take turns jumping off of it while holding an umbrella.
How high was it?
It was like 6 feet high.
Let's go.
So it wasn't like high stakes,
Right.
But the embarrassing part of it is we did it for hours. because we could feel the resistance.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
came down, like, oh no, it's like a parachute. It like
Something's happening.
yeah.
You guys time yourself? You guys ever do like times? Like see how long you're in the air for? See if you can like, extend it?
Timers back then.
Oh,
remember?
half a
Oh, that's
second.
right. They weren't invented yet. They weren't invented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
they
use
had like
the
a really
sun.
quick sundial.
A very,
What's that?
very minute sundial mark.
What is that? Half of a degree?
15 seconds.
Yeah, winters must have been hard for you. Just frozen water. All right, Trey, get the pickaxe.
Well, that's actually
Get yourself
what
a
the
rope
well
and
house
dig
is
down.
for, but
Really? Oh, to keep. Man, they really thought through this.
it's a thing.
Man, they were smart in
Wow.
1850.
No, but on that note, I do have a whole bunch of like homeschool jokes. I want to unleash
You have to.
on the audience.
When you were talking, when you said like, because you said jumping, and then you said something you did as a homeschool kid. I thought you were going to talk about putting pillows at the bottom of your staircase and jumping. Did you ever do that?
Oh yeah.
Where you
Oh
go
yeah.
like
didn't have
stair
stairs.
1, stair 2, stair
Yeah,
3.
I'm gonna let you know, Mitch. That wasn't just homeschool. That's public school kid stuff too.
Well,
I also did
I was
that.
a public school kid, and I was doing that, man. That
Oh,
was
okay.
a blast.
So what did you? Never mind. It's okay. Did you,
Wait, so you put them on every step or just at the bottom of the steps?
No, so you put them at the bottom of the stairs, and you every time you jump, then you go up another step to see like, oh, can I do 5 steps?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just jumped off 4 steps.
it's only one more. Yeah. Clip your toe on the yeah. That's when it really hurts.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, another dumb thing I did playing growing up. I played like tag with my sisters, but I had a duvet over my head, and I straight up
I
smacked
had to
my
think
face
about. Sorry,
against a
I had to
chair.
think about what a duvet was. I was like, oh, gotcha. I'm there.
Big old thick blanket, you know.
Totally.
Sorry,
Is
his
it like a
EQ's pretty
comforter?
low.
Yeah. If you don't remember, my EQ is. I have a low EQ.
Oh, by the way, you have to use Trey's line that he said when
think
she
it's
said
10.
EQ. It's like, oh, it looks like you don't have a very high EQ.
Well, yeah, I think I botched it when I told it, but yeah, that's it. It's like I wanted to make fun of like idiot, like it's IQ. Doesn't look like you have a very high IQ, and then realizing, oh wait, that is a real thing. I'm an idiot,
Yeah.
and I don't have any EQ either. I have neither. So I didn't say it very well, but yeah, that's got to be what that goes. I'll take a note.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, because that line that Trey said, I was like, that's a
Yeah, the line that I said. Yeah, I'm totally kidding.
Go ahead and just give me that
Yeah,
joke.
Trey, what was the? What was it? It was.
I don't remember what I said.
all you
was
said
like-
was looks like she doesn't have a very high EQ. Talking about the IQ.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, like not realizing, like thinking that EQ stands for gotcha.
Yeah, like you're making fun of her,
Right.
not realizing what
That's
idiot
the
you
joke,
are.
is that you think she's the idiot.
And it's always good when you got to explain it a lot. Like that's when you know a joke is good. when the joke is a minute long and you take 5 minutes to explain. it.
So when I'm going for there, yeah, that's great.
I thought EQ was IQ.
No, time out, guys. Before we advance any further,
I mean, there's something you could do there with that to further demonstrate that you don't have high EQ.
any IQ or EQ,
Now I'm messing it up.
they get confusing. Anyway,
What are you gonna do?
Raise your EQ, baby.
Phil, thanks for the drinks, man.
Phil, you have set a dangerously high standard for what it means for you to produce the show, because he's bartending, just feeding us gin and tonics. I mean,
And they are good.
Martinelli's, our moms.
You say, what did you say, Mitch?
It said, and they are good.
Yeah. I'm sorry you don't have a drink. I feel
I feel like you're
I'm
in
not-
pretty
I'm
good
not-
control
I'm
of
not a
your
drink-
drink situation.
right, but even like
Yeah,
water.
I'm not a drinker. You know what? I got this thing. It smells minty.
Oh,
You should probably drink that.
For the viewers at home, it's a bunch of sticks in some oil, I think.
okay.
And
Yeah, it's like
Smells
essential oil or
minty.
something.
Cool.
We have those in our bathroom because I'm also a married beta male.
Yeah, I'm not married and I do not have those. So yeah. Phil, do you have those?
tell you.
Oh yeah, you do? The sticks sticking out of the
His
My wife
stays
just texted
having
me.
sex.
It's
I mean, I
called
feel
a
like I smell it.
diffuser.
A diffuser. She's like
A
listening
diffuser.
into this.
Yeah. The apartment's pretty small.
How
Cloth
dare he
is
call
definitely
it
not
oil sticks.
soundproof.
in Clovis. Yeah.
Oh crap! I was gonna ask you something. I completely forgot. Oh well, there it went.
Cool.
It's over.
Oh, that's a great question, Trey. Well, I was
can you
I was
edit in a
digging out
question?
my I was digging out my well house one day.
Oh my gosh.
Although no well houses? That's what I think of. I think of like Ebenezer Scrooge. Well, is the what is it called? The stairs? The steps? what was it called? The thing that they just made poor children walk upstairs forever.
What?
That's real, dude. Yeah,
What are you
when you
talking
couldn't
Is that
pay
where
things,
stepchildren came from?
it was. Oh my gosh, no, because that would be like no, that wouldn't make any sense. But
Are you talking about an escalator?
no, it was literally.
Yeah.
It was back in the 1800s, I want to say, and they talk about it in Christmas Carol. It was like if people couldn't pay or work, they would literally send them to like this revolving stair, and they would just walk upstairs forever. And I don't know if it generated energy or what it did.
Wait.
I know it's a thing.
Like as a punishment, like jail time?
It was like to pay off your debt. It was very stupid. It's very dumb. Very dumb.
There's no way that any of what you said is real.
I'm telling you. How do I ask?
I love that being the
Yeah.
I love that being the origin story for stepchildren though.
I do like that. Or just like,
Where'd you find this child?
or
On
it's
the
a work,
steps.
or it's a workout. Like there's like
Leave
this
me
one,
alone.
there's one poor kid who's like, this is actually pretty good. Like he's like, this is a pretty good workout. The
the founder of the Stairmaster.
yeah, exactly. I like it. This is good.
200 years old. You want to know
He was
how?
called a stair slave, and then he
Endless
started his own
steps.
company, and he named it Stairmaster.
I'm going crazy
That was
not
his-
thinking what the name of that thing is called. Well, viewers,
Well, in
We are
future
all-
episodes,
we
we'll
are
have
all
Phil
stair
stay
slaves to
Google
the
right now.
Stairmaster.
we're gonna go with Stair Slave.
Yeah, the problem is my computer is filming on
Us.
Zoom.
Yeah.
My iPhone is filming from the ring light. And so my ability to be Jamie from the Joe Rogan Experience has been officially eradicated because
Staring there, just looking at your fingernails. Like,
I mean all I have
absolutely no way to research it.
all I
Also,
have
real
for-
quick, can we talk about how
Get that information for us. Get a dictionary.
He's like, oh.
all I have for information is my brain, and
like opening
I don't know.
encyclopedias.
I don't know shit about
Okay.
the Dickens
Dude,
Christmas
dude,
Carol.
also,
I'm so sorry.
I
I
don't know.
love
That's the name of
I
this
love how
episode.
Phil
Shit about the
Air-
Dickens.
Old stair stepper. It's stepper punishment.
this is not a real thing.
Dude, okay.
Evan, if you're
it's
doing
called,
a
it's
bit,
called the
just admit it.
treadmill. The penal treadmill. That can't be right. Dude, it gets stranger than fiction, man. It's, yeah, like penal can't be right. Is that the right word for
Yeah, penal,
penalized?
yeah.
It just-
No, it's penis.
the penal treadmill.
Can't be right.
Is Wikipedia, straight up. Okay. Was a treadmill with
First-
steps
first
set
they have
into two
dicking around.
cast iron wheels. Those drove. Who wrote this? Those drove a shaft that could be used to mill corn, pump water, or connect to large fans for resistance. Yeah, literally, people would just walk on the treadmill, and it would actually power things. It would
Oh,
control
okay.
a shaft, and it was called a penal treadmill.
If you made someone guess what a penal treadmill is,
They're like-
how long would it take before they guessed? Oh, it's probably like a person who owes a lot of money and walks upstairs to power the fan.
Penal treadmill. I think I saw an ad for one of those online.
Yeah, it was in Spencer's. I'm pretty sure they have that in the back
Helps,
of the store. Yeah.
Helps,
That's
you
one of
know,
those bespoke post products.
like gross stuff, right?
It's a sex toy for sure.
You know, that's like, yeah, it's a workout machine.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
I'm glad. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah.
Well,
So.
you vindicated yourself.
I did. I had
You
to
lost
know.
me there
I
for a
had to
minute.
know I wasn't
Yeah.
going crazy. It could have been a Nelson effect.
I was already thinking about you. I was already
I'm
thinking
kidding.
about
It was the
you being,
Mandela. Oh, we weren't recording even when we did that part.
oh.
No,
The
we-
Nelson-
the Mandela effect.
Bummer.
Then just call it the Nelson effect. We should just start saying it very confidently. Really mess people up. No, I think it was. Is
That's
it?
perfect
Question,
because
is
they're
it
like, wait, no, I'm.
Our
it's always been
mothers
the
will be-
Mandela
no, no.
effect.
It's the Nelson. It's the Nelson effect. It's 100% the Nelson effect.
What's the guy who played Morgan Freeman? That's the goal, to get people to start calling it the Morgan Freeman effect.
The Morgan Freeman effect. We go from Mandela to
'Cause he
Nelson to
played
Morgan
Mandela.
Freeman.
We got steps, baby. we got penal
Treadmill.
treadmills.
And over here's where I keep the penal treadmill.
Yeah,
This
but
guy owes me a lot of money.
Peloton over here, penal treadmill over there.
You would not believe the amount I've saved on ground corn.
I know it's really cool the way they have instructors just teaching you how to work the shaft. It's pretty great. A lot of free mill stuff. So anyway, so dumb.
You got
So
wild
dumb.
with that one, man.
Yeah, off the deep end.
What is your grandmother gonna think?
I really hope she doesn't watch
Evan,
this.
do you think it's okay to talk about penises?
Me?
Also,
I had a penal treadmill once.
I'll never forget.
It taught me the love of the Lord.
Every step I took. Every step I took. On the
Penal treadmill.
I learned a
Just so the listeners at home know, we are 13-year-old boys making this podcast.
they've gathered that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They've deduced it.
First episode.
There's me clearing my throat right into the mic again.
We're gonna get better at
I
this.
gotta get better.
You know what?
Podcast.
Hey, fool me once, shame on you. Coughing in my mic
I've got
twice.
an unbelievable amount of phlegm. As soon as we hit record, I'm like, I can never just have a clear throat.
No, it's impossible.
Is that clear throats can't lose?
Is that a saying? I don't think I've ever heard that. You, what kind of crowds are you hanging out with? You know what they say down the street? Clear throats can't
It's
lose.
in Friday Night Lights.
Clear
Like, full
throats
hearts,
can't
clear
lose.
throats can't lose.
I think you need to Google that last part of
He
that.
said clogged hearts,
Clogged hearts.
clear throats can't lose.
Clogged hearts, clear throats can't lose.
I'm sorry you have a clogged heart, but clear throat.
Clear throat.
Oh my God.
Clear throat.
How are we doing on time, Phil?
Almost an hour, 59 minutes.
That's great.
59 minutes. I ain't no bitch. What do you guys got for another minute? Can we fill 60 seconds?
One joke, Mitch. What do you got?
I don't know. I'm trying to look through my notes. I'm trying to look. Oh, you know what? This isn't even a joke. But earlier I was scrolling on YouTube before we met up, and on my like YouTube For You page, one of the videos that popped up was titled "Linoleum flooring is cool," actually. And I thought to myself, what kind of person am I when linoleum flooring is cool actually pops up on my YouTube For You page?
You just really hate it. Oh, yeah,
The,
better
the
give it a shot.
algorithm gods. They put all their brain together like, yep, Mitchell Mack, yep.
Did
He
you?
needs to be proven wrong about linoleum floors.
Yeah, and they didn't get you the original video that was the hit piece on linoleum floors. It was
Yeah.
the passionate reaction video.
Actually,
Actually, they are cool. Like, yeah, Mitch is gonna like this.
and I'm gonna tell you 10
What up,
reasons why.
guys?
Hey guys, thanks for welcome to the channel. I can't even say it. Linoleum.
Linoleum
La, la, la,
floors
la, la.
are cool. It was
Actually.
funny because yeah, it was linoleum floors are cool, comma, actually.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. You have
Thought it said a lot about me as a person.
It really does. Well, did you watch it? That will say more.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
No
that's-
spoilers. No spoilers. Don't tell me how
Yeah.
it did. That's actually queued up in my watch
Riveting.
list.
Dude.
Riveting stuff.
Point
worth the
number
watch, though,
8
right? It's
is
worth
going to
watching.
blow your. When you talk about how it can resist against hardwood damage,
The first 2 hours were a little dull for me, but at 2 hours 30 minutes, that's when it picks up.
wow.
I learned that linoleum floors actually are cool.
Actually,
Thanks a lot, Vox.
I'm just going through my notes. Trey, do you have anything? Any last-
I mean, I have a lot, but nothing prepared. I feel.
Do you have anything more about race? I feel like I could
do.
really
I do.
hone in on that.
Oh, sorry,
tell you.
Trey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Evan, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Got stupid. I could just read stupid lines.
Yeah, read a stupid line.
Read a
In
stupid
here-
freaking line.
I have I'm a Delta male. So I thought maybe
It's so far down the list. That's great.
that's
That
it.
is
That was
such
just
a great
I'm a
line.
Delta male. Yeah.
I'm jealous of my baby's schedule.
Ooh.
That
Oh,
came
yeah.
from being very tired one evening and putting her to bed and just being like, "You lucky bitch." You're gonna go to bed at 6 p.m.
September, you lucky bastard.
Here's one. Here's that race joke you wanted, Mitch. White people.
Here we go.
Like the parts of white privilege that people overlook. Like white people can just walk into a sports clips.
Oh, that's good.
Which I actually do like. I have been jealous of that for years. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. You could just go there
Just go.
and they'll know what to do.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. So I have a whole like potentially 5 minutes on college football, because I think I told you about this. How I was with my brother-in-law. I lived with him for like
Yeah,
a month. My
you were
wife and I
forced
did
fed.
when we were transitioning from LA to Atlanta, and every Saturday he was watching college football from dusk till dawn, like and so I have like 5 minutes on college football, but I want to run this one particular joke by you that I have to read like word for word. So my brother-in-law, he watches a lot of college football, like so much that he watches teams that you didn't even know even existed. Like I'll go in the living room and like, hey, Josh, what are you watching? He's like, well, right now I'm watching the Georgia Auburn game. But during commercials, I'm switching to the Florida Southwestern State College versus Emory-Riddle Aeronautical University game. When the game gets a little dull, I'll put on Kent State University College of Pediatric Medicine versus Harrisburg University of Science and Technology. And on my phone, I have the score of the Southwest East New Mexico State Technology University State of Subsidy of Northern Western Medical State Tech State School for the Blind versus Oregon game. So,
Oh, that's good, dude. Yeah, I love that. You just that's good. That hits
The
well.
super long. The School of the Blind one is awesome.
That's good.
yeah. Well, the great thing is like every single school is real except for the last one.
If you could,
So
oh, sorry,
Wait, the other
no,
ones
go
were
for it.
real.
yes. So yeah. So I will read them. So Florida Southwestern State College, real. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, real. Kent State University College of Pediatric Medicine, real. Harrisburg University of Science and Technology, real.
I love how specific the schools are, like pediatrician, but I also want to play college football.
Yep.
Like there's a school for everyone.
Oh, and I had a good tag where after he says that huge school name, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, Southwest East New Mexico State Technology University, State of Subsidy of Northern Western Medical State Tech State School for the Blind has a really good offensive line."
Yeah, they're not the
What
most
if you were
exciting
like,
team to play.
hot
but
cheerleaders?
I really like watching. I think the more you say it, because it is if you memorize that title and say it, and I had a thought when bringing up Oregon that might hit, might not, but when you say that really long one and then you go versus Oregon, like you're like if you prep good breath, like you're gonna say another long one versus Oregon. Like I don't know, I think it could be fun to kind of hit that with the
I definitely
breathing.
need to emphasize
cadence.
because I think the juxtaposition of that giant name versus Oregon is funny, but I need to emphasize it more. So I totally agree.
I think ending with the idea of like has a great offensive line is hilarious because people hearing it twice is because if you nail it twice, hilarious. Like it's super funny. It's not like you just made it up on the spot. It's like, oh, he made this up. That's really funny.
Oh, he spent hours.
He did research.
I think it could be fun.
I have to laugh just because of the work that went into this.
I have to.
I see what you did there. Good job, Mr. Worker. Yeah.
It'd be funny if you started with two like regular matchups, and then hit it with your big one, instead of doing one that's like middle at first, like just taking it all the way. You did Georgia and Alabama, Florida and Texas, and then Utah versus.
Oh yeah.
Or you like to Evan's point, say your long one and then be like versus Kansas. I don't know. It'd be funny. Or you also tag it with talking about how that's a real school, like the aeronautics one that you said.
Yeah.
And then talking about
aeronautical.
like imagine commentating for that game and having to say their name every time they like score a touchdown.
That's a first down for. God damn it.
Okay, that's a good. Okay, so I will add that, and then I have one more because I have like 1,000 jokes and about college football, and I don't know how many are good. So commentator saying name being annoyed. Okay, and then talking about how one good thing about college football is that it creates millions of jobs all across America, and when I say millions of jobs, I mean millions of bald white men on the side with headsets. Like, good God, how many people are there? And plus, they're not just on the sidelines, like they're spread out all across the football. It's like, and on the field, you have Nick Saban coaching the Crimson Tide. Up in the booth, a ways off, we have the offensive coordinator. High up in the sky in a blimp, we have the defensive coordinator watching the game from a bird's eye view. And then currently parachuting right now, special teams coach.
Just higher and higher.
And safely returning from Jeff Bezos' phallic-shaped rocket, the Water Boy.
I like that. I like the elevation of people. That's good.
That's a good one. That's funny.
Cool.
What are you gonna do? What's your next set gonna be?
Yeah.
When and
I
what?
think that. Oh, literally so in Atlanta, Friday and Saturday aren't great nights for mics. So I'll probably do like a Monday night mic or something.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I definitely want to, because like I have a rhythm to it. I have a rhythm to most of these jokes, and so I just gotta just gotta do them. Open up with a bit of the wiggles.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I made me
Hit it with the
giggle.
wiggle.
Yeah.
The wiggle, and I can always
wiggling.
fit in the other I look like jokes later somehow. So,
Dude, yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Speaking of getting up on stage, we should plan a show.
Yes.
Oh, 1,000%. Reading needs comedy shows, and they need us three to do them. Anyone else? Nope.
Nope. Gosh,
It's banned.
I almost said something.
It's outlawed.
Yes. Anyway, avoid what I was about to say.
Dang, now I want to hear it. Now I'm burning with curiosity.
Can we cut it out? Laughing lungs for lung cancer patients.
That was a real thing. Wasn't
Remember
it?
how we got invited to
Yeah.
do it? And it was like,
Yeah.
what's the title? It's called Laughing for Lungs. What's it for? Lung cancer patients? I'm out. That was a Reading comedy.
That was it. Yeah. You don't have to edit that out. That's a true story that actually happened. Yeah. We like.
Oh, gosh.
In
Just
Reading,
like
you get invited to the weirdest gigs because they don't know if they see you do
lung cancer.
comedy once. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm having a funeral. Will you come do 5 minutes?"
It's true.
Like
Here are
Reading
5
doesn't know how
facts
to
about
deal
my
with
grandma.
comedy. Will you come just roast my dad?
He already is. He's in an urn. Oh, I'll be.
Don't worry, it's open casket.
I've been hitting a lot of open caskets lately. There you go. So dumb.
No, let's do one. Let's do one. Let's.
Back to the uncut.
I don't feel like that's cut worthy.
Maybe not.
But
You never.
your body, your choice. We should do a show in like March or something.
Done. Show in March.
Done? Really?
Yeah, Reading.
You got it? You'll handle
No,
all the details?
I've got
man.
it. Stefan? No, done. Reading, get ready. We're doing a show in March.
Yeah.
Verbal commitment.
The
Yeah,
real
I'm
March
checking
Madness.
our stats, and the people want it.
They want
People
it.
want
All
it.
the moms?
The moms.
All the moms, every single mom in Reading wants to see us do stand up.
Let's go.
And and they want more Jennifer Aniston butthole material.
I knew it. I knew they'd be into that. Oh my
I
gosh.
just like, I know the first time I say that joke, my mom's going to be at the show and I'm going to make eye contact.
She's
with
gonna
her.
do this.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be mad. She's gonna do a half smirk like Trey.
Oh, Trey.
You.
Ever since you were a boy.
Ever since I sent you to that damn well house, you were always
Remember when
cracking-
you were a Christian?
I remember when you loved the Lord. Those were good days.
Dude, too real. Too real.
Cool.
What's your favorite Bible verse now, huh? Out of the Quran?
Oh my God.
man.
Cool. Well, do you guys feel good?
Yeah, Batman and the podcast. Bring it home.
And live from Reading, joined by my co-host and our producer, I'm Batman.
And I'm
Batman
in
and
my
friends.
car.
This is my closet.
Mitch, live from his closet.
At least I'm a walk-in, I'm a walk-in, so. Or
Yeah.
you're the closet. That's because you're in the closet.
I am in the closet, guys.
Get
I
out of
wanna
that
give a
closet,
quick
Mitch.
Shout out to our sponsor today,
Yeah.
my Cloffice. Probably about 10 square feet, and boy, is she fine.
Love it.
If you need to do some office work and are me, then look no further.
And Army. We got to get some better sponsors for sure.
We'll get there.
That's never going to propel us to. I think it goes Cloffice, then MeUndies, right? That's the natural progression of sponsors.
And Pfizer.
We can only dream.
All right.
Anyways, all right. Good first podcast, guys. Way to go. We got it figured out.
Yeah.
We got all the headphones plugged in. Phil, wonderful job.
Thank you so much, Phil.
Thanks for hosting us.
Heck of a bartender, too.
Yeah, with a nice heavy pour.
Absolutely.
Mitch, thanks for staying
Way to
up
go,
till midnight your time.
Oof.
Yeah,
East
I'm a
Coast
dog.
is brutal.
What can I say?
You're
I
real.
do what I do. Hey, one quick note to Phil. Next time you talk, don't eat the microphone.
It wasn't bad for me.
Yeah, it sounded good to me.
Maybe it's just
It sounded good for you guys,
Yeah.
dude. It was aggressive for me.
No, I want to hear how it sounds.
It was as if he dug his teeth into the mic and then started speaking.
Is it like Pilot coming in over the PA? Like,
Oh, man.
Phil, thanks for the drinks.
I'll work on it, bro. I'll work on it. I'm sorry.
It's a little bit there. It is pretty pilotish.
Straight up, it is ASMR. I'm
So we're gonna be flying into Los Angeles.
oh yeah, I can
and,
hear your tongue touching your teeth.
Cool.
No, that's just a good producer right there, just taking charge. Honestly,
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
say the title of
Do
the
you guys,
podcast?
did we what?
Did you say the title of the podcast?
I think I did at the beginning.
I'm pretty sure you did. Wait, just in case, say it again.
Yes. End it out with the title of the podcast.
Guys, this is Unpaid Regulars with Trey, Evan, and Mitch. Thanks for listening, /watching, /listening for 30 seconds, then turning it off abruptly and giving us a 5-star rating because you're our spouse.
Let's go.
Or playing it and putting it on mute in the background.
Well,
So you listen.
so
you
many
listen-
Wow, we
listeners.
got 90 listens a year. It's amazing.
Oh
All right, guys. Until next time.
Cool.